faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say it. Don't say, don't you say it. One breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth, baby, stand and deliver. Holy hands, pull it, make me a sinner. Like a river, like a river.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's the beginning of a new era for this young man in the pros. Rookie seasons can be notoriously tough for quarterbacks. We'll have to see how seamlessly he can make the jump from college to the next level. It's the Bengals going up against the Jets. With that, we'll get up to the Meadowlands as we introduce our new Madden broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Guys, to use a Broadway term, break a leg.
All right, Larry, we'll see what we can do as we are indeed ready for football here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And we've got a pair of teams that won double-digit games a year ago, but the difference, the Bengals at 12-4, they made the playoffs. The Jets, 10 wins, but they were left out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now one of the newest Jets. This is Matt Forte. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the contact.
So out now come the Jets, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game,
and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening. New York set to take the field. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 2nd down, Forte. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
They'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! 3-19!
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And to the left side here, Wilson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontez Perfect. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. It's his 1st career game, and now he has thrown his 1st career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
start on the ground with Forte. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Vontez Perfect, the one to get him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
There's no doubt that Adam Jones had a checkered career, but he's playing his best football after the age of 30. That pass breakup there, another indicator.
7 yards remaining here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I keep hearing all this chatter about what Matt Forte is going to bring to an offense. Well, we know he can do a little bit of everything. He did that in Chicago. A little bit different than Chris Ivory, especially in catching the football.
And you reminded me of the stat from a couple years ago, 102 catches when he was in Chicago in 2014.
Look out, New York. This guy wearing Jets green and white, he's ready to go.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Over the middle to Smith. Again with a juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Smith, 60 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just...
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They go play action here on first down. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jets are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Bengals deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Third down from the 26. From UCF, Brandon Marshall hauling in the pass over the middle, and he ends up at the 49-yard line before he stopped on the play. Jets wind up throwing a pick on the drive. Third down at the 39. Smith's got the catch here on the quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. Jets trail by 12. That'll do it.
Forte, the lone running back. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge.
They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, this is Forte. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. He'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
he's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and that brings up 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And, what a catch there by Marshall. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cincinnati, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road day next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Sunner in the air, fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. She's happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Girl, she got me lifted in my Take a break.